that if you're
What's going on, guys? My name is Clint Wilson. I am an IFBB pro, and today we're going to be interviewing What's going on, guys? My name is Clint Wilson. I am an IFBB pro, and today we're going to be interviewing my mother, who's joining us today. She's a mom, she's a sister, she's an aunt, she's a niece, she's a cousin, she's a teacher, she's a philanthropist, she's a community leader, and lots in between. Thank you for joining. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. You ready?
Okay, I think so.
All right. When I was a kid, did you ever imagine me growing up to be a bodybuilder?
No, not a bodybuilder. But you were always challenging yourself.
Okay.
I remember your uncles telling you to put that weight down, you're going to hurt yourself.
So there were signs.
There were signs.
What was your biggest fear for me growing up, and what's your biggest pride now?
My biggest fear with you is, well, there are two things. One is that you would hurt yourself, and you did many of
Yeah, I did
lots
that a
of
lot. Yeah.
But the other thing, as a young black man, I was always afraid of you getting involved in the system. That was a huge fear for me. So.
Fair enough. I got into a little bit of trouble.
My biggest pride, is to see where you are now. Like, I mean, you're a grown man and a husband, and I wasn't even sure about that. If you're
Shout out to my wife.
Here you are. Way to go, Jess. And yes, you're doing a wonderful job in your field of employment, and you're a bodybuilder now with your pro card. So, cheers.
We made it. What was the most embarrassing thing I did growing up that you still laugh about?
Oh gosh. Well, the one that I still laugh about, still talk about, is you being a toddler with my girlfriends. We came over, who came over for Bible study. And one of them left their purse on the floor. And as a toddler, a curious toddler, came around the corner with something in his hand that he's not supposed to have. So yes, my face kind of went, and my friend, my friends, we all laughed about it, and yeah, we still laugh about it to this day.
If you could give a message to other moms raising sons like me, what would it be?
For that, I would say to create a safe space, an atmosphere of a safe space in your home, and always speak truth or insist on it, as a matter of fact. A safe space because your child needs to be able to come home and download and offload, and someone need to be able to listen to them and not judge them harshly, and that allows for conversation later on, for the decision making that will be happening later on, because that's a teaching moment as well. So create that safe space and insist on truth, because if you're not truthful to each other, later on you can't really vouch for anything that happens. So I really think it's important, and definitely pray over your children. Not when they're older and things are happening, but when they're younger and growing up, that's important.
Before it's too late?
Before it's too late, yes.
All right. Part 2. What was one thing you saw in me before I ever saw in myself?
For me, that would be leadership. Your leadership skills, and also your curiosity created that the opportunity to be wanting to build things, create things. So the creativity that comes from that, and the field of architecture that you went into as well. I think those early signs, created that opportunity to happen.
And you let me explore them.
Yes.
Who's more dramatic, me or you?
Oh gosh. I think I'd say you. Honestly. I try to be an even, keep an even keel for the most part. But I mean, there are times when I can be dramatic, but I'd say you.
Fair enough. She's a very even keel person. I'll give her that. What is one thing I do now that reminds you of my childhood self?
Well, I think your curiosity. Well, I mean, the bodybuilding, of course, is one thing. The curiosity of always wanting to know the bottom line of things, whether it's in relationships and conversation or just in objects, taking things apart, trying to figure out how they should go back together and putting them back together. It may take a long time, but they end up back together.
I broke a lot of toys just to see how they worked.
How they worked, yes.
What's something about our relationship that has made us stronger over the years?
I would have to go back to my statement of that atmosphere of truth and safety. So when things happen, I think that you feel free and feel confident in coming to me and saying, this happened this way, and I try not to be overly dramatic about my response, and just listening to each other, I think, is important, because we've learned over the years that perspectives change and differ from people. So what you might be thinking is okay, and you just explained it this way. Well, it's received another way, and it means another, a whole different thing for someone else. So I think having those honest conversations and insisting on the truth, I think allows. Well, I mean, I know that there's a right and there's a wrong, and if you are wrong, I will let you know that you're wrong.
Yes, sure.
And you're. I'm not just going to say, oh, it's okay, it's all good, because you're my cute son. But it's you could have said it this way, or you could have done it this way, and I think those have been good opportunities to.
Well, it's made
grow.
me the man I am today. So thank you.
Good.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Oh wow, I made it through.
You made it through.